the Kenyan Guiding Stories of Sustainable Development Goals. So today I'm taking you with me to Mr. Green Africa. It's a place where they recycle plastic.
What can plastic do? You know, I think there's no day where you cannot be interacting with plastics. It's in our day-to-day lives. Hello everyone, my name is Kieran Smith. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mr. Green Africa. Mr. Green Africa basically applied, in a nutshell, a business model that you would see in the banana or tea or coffee industry, where they applied fair trade concept, and we applied that concept to plastic waste. Now our smallholder farmers are not banana growers, they are waste pickers. We want to provide them a fair price, transporting, processing and selling a semi-finished product back into the plastic industry. There are various numbers out there on how much plastic is in Nairobi, in Kenya, in East Africa, but we believe that there is roughly between 90 and probably 150, 200,000 tons a year of available plastic that can be recycled. We have a trading point where we use technology to trade and transact with our pickers. And the way it works is it's like a shop where people can come, mostly waste pickers, come and sell their material to us, and from there we separate the material, transport it to our facility here in Nairobi, in Mombasa Road, and where we then process it through sorting, an additional sorting process, where we separate by type and color of plastic. We buy 3 different types of plastics: PET, HDPE and PP. And once they're separated, we bring them through our machine, where it's being processed into hot wash flakes. Those hot wash flakes will be then sold back into the industries where they produce back plastic products like chairs, crates, plastic tables, but also all the way to packaging of consumer products. And this is sort of the ultimate goal of Mr. Green Africa, to create circular plastic versus linear plastics. So if you want to have a product that allows you to be resistant to heat, you need to use PP. If you want to have a product that needs to be a bit more flexible and is less exposure into heat, you can use HDP. I think the best selling at the moment is definitely PP material, because of the fast moving goods that you see out there, the buckets, the chairs, the crates. All these things are very fast moving, and there are a lot of players in it, and the competition is high on that price. So our product, being cheaper than virgin, allows them to be also competitive in the price when they're selling. So that's what I would define as the fastest moving. But the one that has the highest potential is actually HDPE and PET, because with those 2 plastic types you find a lot in food packaging, right? Or other types of fast-moving consumer goods packaging. So, oh no, like the shampoo bottle. Okay. Right? A shampoo bottle is a typical HDPE product, right? So this HDPE, bringing it back to its highest possible value, to bring it back into a shampoo bottle, allows us to go fully circular with our plastic, right? And the same with PET. If we create the highest possible food grade value out of the PET flakes that we produce into pellets, we can sell them back to the bottlers, and the bottlers will be able to use our material as a virgin, as a mix of virgin material, right? So I think that the highest opportunities are in PET, HDPE. It's very old-fashioned to think you either make money or you do good. And we believe that the new way of doing business is the and approach, where you include the social and the environmental aspect of it. And because of those 2 parts, they become a necessity for business to be economically sustainable. So when we started Mr. Green, you know, by looking at the sector, looking at the potential, the opportunities in plastics and plastic recycling and waste streams, we already have seen the waste pickers who have already been doing that for a long time. They have already unlocked the value and the opportunity of collecting plastics and selling it, although they have been doing it under poor circumstances, right? And so when us as company Mr. Green Africa wanted to come in, it was very clear for us that we want to go in a sophisticated way on processing this plastic to unlock the value for the people who already collect it. So integrating them in a way where we can pay them a higher price, where we can integrate them and show them that if they supply us more, if they become sort of loyal suppliers or more regular suppliers, they can unlock much more benefits for them. For us, they're invisible heroes because I don't think they have been recognized on what they're actually doing, that they're cleaning up after society's produced waste. What we do is part of our loyalty program allows pickers to go on a journey. So there will be over time different statuses of pickers, right? More performing pickers and just the pickers who decide to just come when they can or when they want. Mr. Green as a company as such is really, it's positioning itself in the collection piece. Our innovation is coming from how we integrate the informal market into a formal system versus the processing bit. However, the processing bit is tremendously important because in order to create the highest possible value out of plastic, you need to also do the value addition, the processing into hot wash flakes and after into palletizing, so that you can unlock higher prices and margins from the products that you do. And the reason why we do that is so we can distribute some of those margins downstream to the pickers to encourage them to even collect more.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed, because this was one of those episodes where you learn a lot, and I mean a lot. Like, for example, how many types of plastics are there outside here? How can the informal sector be involved in the move towards sustainable development? You know, for a long time, garbage collection was never considered a sustainable source of income. But now look at this. We have learned how waste collection can be socially, environmentally, and economically viable for the human race. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel for more green stories. Bye.